Hello, my students. Today I will make a revision to make your exam easier. Our exam is on Sunday. Please follow me to be able to help you in your final exam. Now, open with me your worksheets on the meanings of Unit 7. Meanings of Unit 7. The first word is unconscious, is adjective, unawake, fainted. Injure is a verb to hurt badly. Notice is a verb to see something among other things. Realize is to think and understand. Connect is to join. Recover is to get better after being ill. All of these are words and their English meanings in Unit 7. You can find them in your workbooks exercises, and you can find them in your worksheets of Unit 7. Now open with me the words and meanings on Unit 8. Unit 8 worksheets. On Unit 8 worksheets, you can find the words and you can find them in your workbooks. Conversation is a chat and talking. Imagine is to have an idea or a picture in your head. Popular is well liked by many people. Audience is the people who watch a show. Obviously is clearly. Guest is a person who is invited or a visitor. Give up is to stop. Carry on is to continue. And here in these words we have antonyms, I mean a word and its opposite, such as give up and carry on. All of these are the most important words and their meanings. Now open with me your workbooks to begin revising grammar to follow the exam plan. Number 1. Open your workbooks, page 44 on Unit 5. Present perfect with just and yet. When to choose just and when to choose yet. Yet, I told you that yet is with not and with questions. Yet is with not and with questions. Just in the middle of the sentence, and it is used for positive sentences. No not and no question marks. Okay. This is an important page from Unit 5, page 44. Look here. The plane has just landed. Billy has not finished his homework yet. Has Coco found his glasses yet? For the questions and for the negative sentences we use yet, and for positive sentences we use just. Go with me to page 50. On page 50, you must choose when to write yet and just. The clown has just. I use just because this blank space is in the middle of the sentence, and because it is a positive sentence. Here it's a question. Here is a question. Because we have a question here, we write yet. We write yet because it is a question. Someone dropped is a sentence. It is a positive sentence. Next, they haven't. They haven't, okay? They haven't, so we use yet. Next. Here we have yet because it is a question. Before I read the sentence, I saw a question mark, so I write yet. Here in the middle of the sentence, I use just. Okay, because it is a positive sentence. Now go with me to workbook page 55 on unit 6 grammar. In unit 6 grammar is the structure of using so, such, as, such, and such. You know that such a is with an adjective with a noun. So is with an adjective, such an is with an adjective with a noun, but the adjective must include a vowel. So is the with an adjective, fast is with an adjective. Fantastic day is a noun, singular noun. Here is another question for using such a and so in page 50. Now go with me to unit 7. Let's go to unit 7. Using since and for. When do we use since? We use it for nouns, for names, such, and dates. For yesterday, birthday, April, May, June, December, Sunday, Monday, last week, last weekend, 2008, 1992. For is for numbers, such as many years, a long time, such as years, weeks, months, days. Now, how to answer questions with how long? When you have a question with how long, just erase how long, omit how long, but delete how long, then write the subject plus has or have plus verb 3 and the complement. Don't you forget to use since or for with dates. And for the adverbs of time, here are some examples for using how long and writing answers for how long. Now here I explain how to answer with how long. Just omit how long, then write the subject at the beginning, then write the verb, and don't forget to write for or since with the adverbs of time. Now let's go to the reading passages. The reading passage here in unit 7 is about newspapers. What do we mean with hold on the first page? Where did the Chinese write? Where did the first newspaper appear? 400 years ago. How were they able to sell newspapers? These questions are important, my students. Now open your pupils box, read the lesson very well, try to make your own questions and answers. Don't forget to write about reporters, photographers, about front page, about the editor. Don't forget to write what happened 200 years ago, what happened more than 1,000 years ago, what happened and when and where, and what happened in 400 years ago, and in 2,000 years ago, what the news was about. Now read this story and try to answer the exercises below. Here are some words and meanings. They are important. Here using compound nouns according to pictures. Open your workbooks with me for unit 7. In unit 7 Here are some words and their meanings as we read them before. Now using for and since. A long time, last September, 3 months. Making answers for how long questions. Making compound nouns. These exercises are important. Page 66 is important خامس. Now to write the owner is important. Choose for and since is important خامس. Making sentences is a very good question. Now let's go to Unit 8. In Unit 8 summary, we will talk about newspapers, TVs, radios. These columns are important. Here they are all important خامس. These questions are important. Using the so, such pronouns for boys, girls, and for possessives are important. Here is the reading lesson. Please read it very well and understand all the points here. Who is the host and who is the guest? All of these information are important. These questions are important, and adding el at the end of some words. These questions are important خامس. These questions are all of them important. Now go to workbooks page 72. This is a words and meaning question. These are important questions now. A word the same meaning with worry, a word with the same meaning of winner, clap, to, continue. These are important. Now using the and an is an important question. When we mention something for the first time, we write a. When we mention something begins with a vowel for the first time, we add an. And for the plural things that are mentioned for the first time, we write slash sign. And all the time, when you mention this anything for the second time, you add the. Now using such, they are understood by my students, I'm sure. Now using pronouns, this question is important. Using the an is important. All of these are important questions. Now we'll talk about the passive. And now open your workbooks with me, page T4 on Unit 9. On Unit 9, we only need the passive exercises. Passive exercises only on Unit 9. Please pay attention. In the exam, when you read the word passive, you must use was and were plus past participle. Okay? When you read any question about passive, fill in the blanks or correct the verbs between brackets, or change the following sentences to passive, you must use was or were plus past participle. Let's begin. The rule: change the sentences to passive. Change the sentences to passive. So in the exam you will have the word passive. When you read the word passive, change the sentences according to what I told you before. To change divide the sentence to subject, verb, object, then write the object at the beginning, then was or were plus verb 3, then the complement. Don't forget to write by before the subject. Okay, now sometimes we have an adjective, then a noun. All of these will be a subject. American scientists discovered the strange sea creatures. The strange sea creatures, all of these are an object. Will use where because it is a plural, then the verb discover plus ed, then by plus the subject. And all of these are answered on their workbooks so many times. Okay. Let's go to the next page. On the next page, page 90 is the last page for today. To change the sentences: two little boys broke the window. The window was broken by two little boys. Lucy's brother. Don't forget to divide the sentence to subject, verb, and object, then rewrite the sentence in the new arrangement: object, was or were plus past participle plus by plus subject and the complement. Here is another kind of exercises for asking about the passive. You must change the verbs between brackets. I will give you some verbs between brackets and you will change. Look as this kind. The verb take, is between brackets and the students will change. Discover is a verb between brackets and students will change. Build, write, make, break, and students will change all of them to fill in the blanks. Please, my students, note that these questions must include the word passive. Best wishes, and I hope you will answer your exam successfully. Thank you.